Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 healthy food swaps that you guys should incorporate into your life. This is something that I didn't really start doing until I got married and married someone who's really into fitness and into health, aka my husband, Grayson. If you guys want to follow him on Instagram, you can. He posts a lot of food recipes and workout videos, so you can check him out there. But anyway, that is today's video. I decided to do this video just because I feel like there's so many easy tips and tricks that you can do as far as grocery shopping goes, to where you can limit the amount of sugar that you buy and just really choose the healthier route when it comes to what you eat and what you consume. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Make sure and give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below which of these food swaps was the most surprising to you, which one you plan to incorporate or try out, and then what you guys want to see next. So that being said, I'm going to start off by defining a few things. I will be looking at my phone a little bit just to give you guys accurate numbers as far as sugar and protein levels on every item that I talk about. In addition to that, I will say I'm going to be saying sugars versus added sugars a lot, and if you guys don't know what that means, basically regular sugars as opposed to added sugars is simply whatever food you consume that comes naturally already sweetened with a healthy type of sugar, if that makes sense. That's what I mean by sugar. And if I say added sugar, it's just anything that's been processed or any added sugar, any additional things that have been added to that item that don't necessarily have to be there and weren't there to begin with. So there's obviously sugar that's not healthy for you. There are some sugars that are somewhat healthy for you, some that are healthy for you, like fruits and vegetables and so on. And then you have added sugars, which you want to try your best to just stay away from completely. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the very first food item we're going to be talking about, and that I swapped not too long after Grayson and I got married, is pancake mix. For those of you who love to have pancakes for breakfast, you're having a ton of sugar. So instead of having your classic Aunt Jemima's pancake mix, this one right here I have because I had family over and they like to have this kind of pancake mix. It's the only reason it's in this house. I have found one that has a higher level of protein, and it is the Kodak Power Cakes. They're literally full of protein. So this one has 3 grams of sugar. This one has 4 grams of sugar. So as far as sugar levels go, honestly, there's not a huge difference, but obviously if you want less, you go for this one. But now if we're talking about protein, this one only has at most 4 to 5 grams of protein, whereas this one literally has 14 grams of protein. So even if you can't limit your sugar intake a whole bunch when it comes to your pancakes, you can definitely boost your protein intake. So this is a super great swap. They taste super great. Grayson and I have been having this forever. They have pancake mix, waffle mix, muffin mix. I think they might have cake mix if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, for the pancake mix, they have dark chocolate, buttermilk, peanut butter, so on and so forth. So they're super delicious and a really great swap. They are a little more pricier than these, but obviously if you want to go the healthier route, you got to spend a little bit. So that's your first food swap. I highly recommend, and they're super delicious. The best part is they still taste really sweet and almost not healthy, if that makes sense, but you're still doing justice to your body. So anyway, that's a good swap. On the topic of breakfast, the next food swap is going to be yogurt, because I love to have yogurt bowls and yogurt smoothies first thing in the morning. However, you really have to be careful with what you have in the morning to break your fast for how long it's been since you haven't ate. But guys, yogurt is loaded with sugar. I was so shocked because I didn't really take the time to read labels. I would honestly just look for the ones that looked really good or said they were all natural, fruity, healthy, whatever. But if you guys really look into the yogurts, a normal yogurt, kind of like the ones that I have pictured here, are literally full of sugar, not just natural sugars that fruits have, but added sugars. So we're talking 20 to 29 grams of sugar, a ton of carbs, and barely any protein. Obviously you're still gonna get some protein because it's yogurt, but honestly it's not worth it for the amount of sugar you're having. So a great alternative is Greek yogurt. Now this brand right here is super awesome because it particularly is not only Greek yogurt, but it has no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and It has 15 grams of protein for one serving, which is honestly really high for the amount of serving that you're having in this like size of yogurt, if that makes sense. Also, their flavors are super, super good, but the best part is it doesn't have any added sugars. It just has your natural sugars that like your fruits normally and typically would have. So this yogurt only has 6 grams of sugar, of natural sugars, so what you'd normally find, like I said, in your fruits, and no added sugar is the best part. So if you guys are looking to make a quick swap on your yogurt, I highly recommend to look for this brand, but also just really be mindful and take the time to like look at the labels on the things that you're reading and looking into buying, because even if it says like all natural, healthy, like low sugar, whatever, just make sure that you guys look at all the added sugars, if there's any artificial sweeteners, and so on and so forth. So that's a great one. All right, the next food swap is going to be your milk. Now, milk, if you guys really look into it, it has a ton of sugar. Now, let's say that you guys go with the basic 2% milk. We're talking about 13 grams of sugar a cup. Just a cup. I don't know how many cups you have, but that's still so much sugar to just be throwing into, let's say, your oatmeal or cereal or a smoothie. You're already loading your meal with a ton of sugar. So a great swap is almond milk, unsweetened, because there is a ton of brands that are sweetened, and if they're sweetened, it has a ton of sugar, so it kind of just defeats the purpose. But this unsweetened almond milk is super great because it has 0 sugars. A great alternative is almond milk. There are some other milk alternatives out there that also don't have sugar and may be higher in protein that you guys should check out. But this is just one that Grayson and I have really been loving and have really stuck to. It tastes great in smoothies, oatmeal, in protein shakes, literally just about anything. And it's pretty inexpensive for like the size. We just buy it at Walmart. Again, it has no sugar. And it honestly doesn't taste all that different from milk. It obviously isn't the same, but it's still really good. So I'd highly recommend that one. The next food swap we're going to be talking about is pretty simple, and that's ketchup. Now, ketchup has a ton of sugar as well. Ketchup has about 4 grams of sugar a tablespoon, and I don't really know how much ketchup you like to serve in your meals, but I like to have quite a lot. But anyway, ketchup alternative, they have like the normal one that you guys could buy for 4 grams of sugar, or you could buy the same brand but with no sugar added. They only come in this size, which is the only downfall. It's a little smaller than your like average ketchup bottle. However, it has no added sugars, so it does have 1 gram of sugar, but it's natural because like it has tomatoes and stuff in it, so it makes sense why it has some sugar. But again, it's no added sugars, so that's the stuff that you want to steer away from. So this is a really great alternative. It tastes exactly the same, no difference, you can't tell. Again, the only thing is the bottle size, but like who cares, you're not having any sugar. So again, it's just a no sugar added ketchup. I highly recommend this one as well, and it's a really, really easy swap, so do it. Just do it. The next food swap is soda. Now, soda, guys, has so much sugar. I think there's like maybe 40 or 50 grams of sugar in a bottle, but there's like 39 grams of added sugars. Anyway, it's just loaded with sugar. It's loaded with high fructose corn syrup. It's loaded with artificial coloring, and it's just like a sugar bomb in a bottle or a can, however it is that you drink it. But guys, it is so, so bad for you. So a really great alternative to that. I don't actually have any more because I drank them all, but a really great alternative is sparkling water. There are a ton of brands out there that have so many different flavors, some that are even like soda flavors like Sprite and Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper and all these flavors. But anyway, they have no added sugars, no sugars whatsoever. There's literally like 0 calories. So a really great swap is to make sure that instead of having a ton of soda or a ton of even juices or stuff that are loaded with sugar, to just swap to sparkling water. It tastes so, so good. The very next swap is your sugar. Just go ahead and use Stevia. This is really great because it literally has obviously no sugar. It sweetens your drinks and your food items. You can buy it one of 2 ways. You can buy it powdered, or you can buy it the way my husband and I buy it, which is literally just liquid stevia. So all you do is you pop the bottle and you literally squeeze like the stevia juice or whatever stevia liquid into your food item or into your drink and you mix it up, and then it's automatically just sweetens whatever you want it sweetened. And this is honestly such a great alternative to cut down on sugar. It really does help to sweeten a ton of stuff, and it's so much better for you. It's also pretty inexpensive. You can buy these liquid bottles or even the powdered ones at Walmart, so just go ahead and check them out. Super great as well. The next food swap is going to be granola bars or fruit bars, whatever it is that you categorize them. Granola bars and cereal bars have so many added sugars, and the sad thing is that there's so many like granola brands or just bars in general that are promoted to look all natural, super healthy, but they have so many added sugars. We're talking anywhere from like 10 to 25 grams of added sugars, literally in one small bar. And like those things are small, so I don't know how many you eat a day, but it's a ton of sugar. It's not really a good energy booster. It's overall not a good snack. So a really great alternative. Again, I don't have an actual like item of it because we ate them all, so I'll just insert a picture here, but it's these one bars. They're called one bars. They are obviously a little bit more expensive than your average like granola bar that you would find at Walmart or anything along those lines, but again, you got to invest a little bit in order to benefit your health. Your like normal granola bars and stuff really don't have any protein. We're talking anywhere from like 1 to 4 grams of protein, which is super low. So these one bars have a ton of flavor. They honestly taste really good and really sweet, but they only have 1 gram of sugar, which is super amazing. But the best part is they're loaded with protein. So we're talking 21 grams of protein per bar, which is honestly insane because it's like having a protein shake. So those are super great swaps, and they have a ton of flavors, so you guys won't even notice like the swap just because they still taste so good. All right, the next food swap is bread. Now, I used to have a ton of white bread back in the day. But anyway, we use this brand over here for our whole wheat bread. And the reason it's super great to swap between your white bread and your whole wheat bread is because although the sugar levels and carb levels are not very different between the two, you will find that you'll have a lot more fiber and a lot more vitamins in your whole wheat bread just because it's not processed as much as your white bread. So, although you may not be cutting back on some things, you are gaining a lot more from having whole wheat bread and whole wheat anything in general. So again, this is a really great swap and I highly recommend it. The next food swap is pasta. So now, the pasta that you can normally have, there's so much stuff out there, but typically let's just say you have your normal like pasta. It has about 7 grams of protein and like 37 grams of carbs. Now, this pasta brand that we came across, you can find it at Walmart, but it's honestly not even that far of a difference when it comes to price. But the great part about this one is that it is plant-based. It is loaded with protein and it's multi-grain. So now where you would have your normal pasta that has anywhere from 5 to 7 grams of protein, this has about 11 to 12 grams of protein. So it's a really great swap to just have more protein when you're having a more carb-filled meal, if that makes sense. Again, super inexpensive as far as like what it is, and it tastes really good. It does not taste any different from like your average pasta. So this is a really great swap to have, and I highly recommend it. All right, the very last food swap we're going to be talking about is, oh God, is candy. Guys, I love candy. I love to snack on candy. I love to snack on it at home, at the movies, at work, literally anywhere and everywhere just because it makes me really happy. It tastes really good. It's really sweet. Like, who doesn't love candy, you know? Good movie, good candy, good day. Anyway, so the sad thing is candy is loaded with a ton of sugar. We're talking about like 62 grams of sugar for like, let's say a tiny box from the dollar store or Walmart that's $1, like of Swedish fish or Sour Heads or Sour Patch Kids, literally anything. It has about 62 grams of sugar, if not more. It has artificial food coloring, and some have high fructose corn syrup and like just a ton of like added stuff that's just, it's not benefiting you in any way. So That's the sad part. However, a really great food swap is Smart Sweets. And apart from the fact that they have a super cute packaging, is that they literally have like no sugar for what it is. Of course they have sugar. So these over here are your Swedish fish. They taste exactly like Swedish fish. They are super delicious. They're gluten-free. They have no GMOs. They have no sugar alcohols, and they only have 3 grams of sugar in the entire packet, which is super, super insane. It has 28 grams of fiber, 90 grams of sodium, has no protein, but at the end of the day, it is candy. So it's plant-based. I can go on and on. These are my favorite things ever. They are a little more pricier than your average box of candy, but again, it's obviously more expensive to make and manufacture these things just because they taste so freaking good, but they're still so freaking good for you. So you guys should check them out. They have Swedish fish, they have Sour Patch, they have gummy bears, they have, I think, like some sour peach rings. I'm not really sure what else they have out there, but if you guys want to make like really quick and easy swaps to avoid having a ton of sugar when you have candy, these are really great to take to the movies and so on and so forth. So really delicious. Alright guys, so that concludes my food swaps video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure and give this video a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what it is that you're going to be doing a food swap on, or what food swaps do you know of that you can comment down below to let me know of. If you guys like this video and would like to see a part 2, comment down below and let me know. I would definitely love to do a part 2 because I have so many other food swaps that we've done in our household that I'd love to share with you guys. So let me know if you want to know more information in regards to that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, like I said, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!